Hello and welcome to the Empower Couples Podcast, where here you get modern, non-boring relationship advice for you and your partner to communicate like pros, fight smarter, and stay on the same team no matter the challenge that you face. I am one of your hosts, Aaron Freeman.
And I'm Jocelyn Freeman, but you all just know us as the Freemans.
And this episode is a motivational moment for if you're going through a rough patch in a relationship.
Now, these are new episodes that we're doing, and the whole intention is that within just a few minutes, you can shift your energy and your focus, right? And when you're motivated, you are in more action, which is what we're hoping for. Now, if you're going through a rough patch, which, Aaron, is it only certain couples that go through rough patches?
Only the person listening. No, it's all couples, all relationships, all marriages go through rough patches. And as we'll go into, it's really not so much circumstantial. It is what you've been making out of it.
Yes. So you're not alone. That's the first thing we want you to know. And even if all your friends are posting happy things on Instagram and Facebook, we'd bet you, because they're the ones messaging us, even if they are on vacation and looking happy, they probably have times where it isn't so great. So you aren't alone. Now, what's important when you're going through a rough patch, you can be wanting to kind of be like, oh, I don't want this. I want to resist this. No, avoid it. I don't want to look at this. Let's just get past this. But Aaron, what's the famous quote that we've all heard?
What you resist only persists.
And it's so true. If you resist that you're in a rough patch, that you're going through a little bit of a hard season, it will persist because then you're not tackling it head on. So we have to sometimes just face it. Okay, we're in this season, because then you actually have power. What about, Aaron? Is it good? Should I just avoid what's going? Will it just magically fix itself?
No, it will not. Because how you got here, if you think about this, is go back in the past. Okay, don't focus just on the rough patch or the rough challenge that's happening right now. But why you're actually here is because you had certain thoughts. Those thoughts you gave a lot of airtime to, a lot of attention to, that created a certain emotional state or attitude, and that drove certain actions. And that's what brought you here, really. And though that might be like, oh, well, you saying that I created my own rough patch? Well, yes.
You co-created it together.
In a sense, yes. If you created it through the process I just said, that then means what?
You can actually create what you do want by shifting your thoughts, shifting your attitude, and shifting your actions. That's the power you have now, is to really look at, okay, today, you can't control the past. We all know that, but that's where your focus has been, how it has been, how it was last week, how they have been the last month. No, you only have control over today. What choices can you make? How can you show up with a better attitude? How can you think more positive things of gratitude and appreciation for your partner? You probably, with the other perspective, have been focusing on what annoys you, what's frustrating, what they're not doing. And that thought, like Aaron said, is giving you a certain attitude and certain actions. So you can only choose what you're focusing on and doing today.
That's right. And what you're able to do is just start to think, well, what is this doing for us, for me, to get better? That might be the next logical thought for you to go to.
Now, you don't have to go from 0 to 100 and say, okay, yeah, Freemans, it's been a rough patch, but I'm going to show up as the most happy and connected and grateful partner. No, could you even be 10% more? How could you shift 10% of your thoughts, 10% of your actions? And that will move the needle into the direction that you want. So, number 1, you're not alone if you're going through a rough patch. 2, you cannot have power if you're resisting the fact that you're in a rough patch. You have to look at it and embrace it and say, all right, there were certain actions, certain attitudes, and certain choices that got us here. Now, what actions, what attitude, and what choices can we focus on today? Aaron, they're not alone, right? We've got them. We've got your back now. If you are just still feeling like, you know what, we need more, we appreciate this motivation, then what you really want to focus on is tools. Gain communication tools. Gain ways to connect and repair things. And if you haven't heard already, we are running a special on our Communication Mastery Bundle, a super discount. And for May only, you get access to either the live option or the recording of an intimacy workshop with a guest expert that is going to rock your world. This is a $200 value. You're getting that for free. So go to onlinecouplesworkshops.com/communication bundle to get that May only extra bonus and gain those tools.
And by the way, it's no secret. It was the guest we had on 2 days ago, Ashley Jones, the intimacy coach we did the workshop with in Kauai.
Yes, and that was seriously life-changing. So you're going to want this. So go ahead, click the link in the show notes. We've got your back. If you're going through a rough patch, you don't have to go through it alone. We're here for you. And with that, we'll talk to you all on the next episode.